continuing to bring you some of the best recipes from some of the hottest chefs in the Talk Food Festival. Our next guest traces her love of food back to her childhood and the hours she spent cooking with her grandmother from Greece. And today, she's teaching us how to create a delicious Greek meal that is satisfying and healthy. Please welcome Chef Marisa Churchill. Hey, Marisa, welcome. Good to have you here. All right, what exactly are we making today?
We have got a fabulous menu today, and this is inspired by research that was done on the Greek island of Ikaria. Now, on this little island, people are living longer than almost anywhere else in the world. Yeah, and they have concluded that it's predominantly due to diet. They eat a lot of leafy greens, wild herbs, and olive oil instead of butter. So with that in mind, yeah, I know, it's so good. So with that in mind, we're going to do a baked halibut with wild oregano, lemon, and olive oil. I know, and this is easy to make too. Here we have a spanakorizo. Can we say that? Spanakorizo. Fabulous, yes. This is a spinach and rice dish. I've also put a little rainbow chard in that. And here we have domades, which, ladies, you have some over there to taste if you want. Those are stuffed with raisins, pine nuts, mint, and dill.
Delicious. And rice.
Yes, and rice. You've got some rice in there too. Yes.
Okay. So where do we get started?
Let's start with the fish right here. So Julie, why don't you go ahead and throw some olive oil into the bowl, and we can go ahead and put some lemon juice in this too. Perfect. This is so easy. Lemon. So this is
enough?
Yeah, this is enough. You can go ahead and, well, maybe a little spoonful more.
Okay.
Go ahead and give that a whisk. I'll put a little salt on there. Aisha,
I'm going to get started, but I want to ask you a question because you were talking about this island where everyone's living on wild herbs. And what if you can't fly all the way to Greece to get some fancy wild herbs from the magical island of that time forgot? What do you recommend?
I think it's a perfect excuse. Honey, we got to take a trip. We say, our lives depend on it. But no, what you could do is go to your local farmer's market. I mean, the key here is no pesticides. So talk to your local farmer. Yes, get organic herbs, fresh or dry.
Or grow them in your yard.
Yes, and in fact, speaking of herbs, I have a surprise for all of you here. You see these bouquets here?
Yes.
This is wild, hand-picked mountain oregano from Greece that I have brought to each of you. Doesn't smell that? Doesn't that smell? It makes all the difference. So go ahead and just dump that right on top of the fish.
Okay.
And this is easy. I mean, you could even do the marinade the night before, throw it on the fish. You come home from work, you just pop it in the oven. It's really simple.
Fantastic.
And then we'll go ahead and we'll put the lemon slices on top.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't it? I know.
How long do you cook it for?
You cook it in a 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes. It depends on the thickness of the fish. So until the fish is opaque.
Okay.
Slide that into the oven here.
Okay, now we're going to make this thing called spanakorizo.
Spanakorizo, that's right. Yes.
How do we do that?
All right. Well, we got our.
It's hot.
A little too hot. We don't want it actually smoking.
This is
That's
hot,
okay.
Chef.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and we'll carefully throw in our onions and our leeks. Perfect.
What else? Tomatoes?
Right now, no, we want to cook this for a couple minutes. Go ahead and add in a little bit of black pepper as well.
Pepper.
Wonderful. Perfect. Yeah, give that a stir. And stir that. Fabulous. Yes. So we want to cook this for a couple of minutes until they become, doesn't that smell good? Until they become translucent.
Okay.
Then we'll go ahead, we'll add in our tomatoes.
Okay.
Lovely. And our tomato paste.
Yum.
Perfect. The rice as well. We'll stir that
regular
in.
old rice?
Just regular long grain rice. Now, you don't want to use the quick cooking rice. You can't cheat and do this in 5 minutes. I mean, it's really, to get the right texture, you want to do the long cooking, long grain rice.
Okay.
And you want to stir this. Go ahead. We'll add in some of the chicken stock. You don't want to add in all of the chicken stock at once, though. Throw in just perfect. That's
This
good.
reminds me a little bit of making
risotto.
Yes, exactly. It's like making a risotto. So you want to also make sure that you're stirring this fairly frequently because you don't want the rice, to settle to the bottom and burn. Although I'm going to teach you guys something today. It's a little trick that my Greek grandmother taught me that they do in the villages in Greece, and she would do this with avolemeno, with her spanakorizo. Guaranteed, it's not going to burn, and you're going to have a perfect spanakorizo. You ready?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Give it to somebody else.
So this is I know. It's giving you there exactly. If something would go wrong, you're very serious. Like, did you do it?
My husband comes in and is like, what's going on in here? Who are you kissing on?
Yes, it looks like this. We added in all of the chicken
So you
stock.
add it a little bit at a time, so let's go.
Yes, then we add in our greens. Now, we cheated just for the sake of time today, and we blanched the greens, but normally you don't need to do that. You can just throw them in raw, and you just cook them for a few minutes, just until they're wilted. You don't want to, cook them too long, because there's nothing
These
worse
things
than that.
too?
Yes, so dill is another. We're putting fresh dill in this. Now, dill is another wonderful herb. It's got vitamin A, C, iron, and folate. No, there you go. We've got
coming out of the
healthy stuff
oven.
now, too.
And our fish is done.
Lovely.
And we're going to take a quick taste of this. But when we come back, Marisa makes a classic Greek dessert with a flavorful twist. Don't go away.